Hello everyone and welcome to Susquehanna River Valley. Now this is a multiplayer server that I've just dropped into that's hosted by Jay from BINKS. So this is a very special multiplayer because BINKS is actually live streaming this for 12 hours for charity. So we've hopped on to just give him a hand just to raise awareness. The charity is Mind. It's a mental health charity. A little bit about the charity is that they provide advice and support to empower anyone experiencing a mental health problem. They campaign to improve services, raise awareness and promote understanding. They won't give up until everyone experiencing mental health gets support and respect. So I think it's most definitely worth giving that a look. Now everyone that's in the live stream today... Oh, I see Farmer Klein wants to sleep. I didn't even really sort of check the time. Shall we just accept? I'm not sure if that was anything to do with me or not. Oh, there we go. Looks like somebody forgot to stop the timer. So yeah, Susquehanna. I think that's how you say it. I'm not entirely sure. We're going to just kind of see what jobs there are available to us as we go along. I'm kind of at the mercy of whatever these guys have been doing. They've been on for about 3 hours already. So if I don't think we have easy development, so we can't even sort of fly around. But if we get on the text chat, so we'll see who's on. So Farmer Cop's on, BINKS, Farmer Klein, Mighty Mike Farms, and Darren. So, shall we see? Aha! That's the reason he wanted to sleep, as Farmer Klein wanted to actually start to harvest. So I'm going to hop on over. Okay, so what we'll need to do is first join a farm. So let's see who's on. So BINKS, Farmer Cop, Mighty Mike and Farmer Klein and Darren. So let's join the farm and let's see if we can tab to a vehicle. Oh, wow. Okay. So Farmer Klein's in his harvester. And we have a whole bunch of equipment here. I think that's probably the limit for... Well, what we could do is we could maybe cart for him. Let's see. So there seems to be 3 harvesters. But I suppose we can just crack on and help out. It seems like the map actually needs to start loading up. Now that's sunflowers. That's not the right header. It looks like he might just go and get the right header. So let's see if anyone needs to be unloaded. I think there's 2 harvesters going around here. It's going to take a while for the map to just kind of load up for us. And see, we've got Mighty Mike Farms just below. I think he's probably... Oh, he might nearly be full. So let's just see if they want unloading. Let's have a look at, just whilst we're waiting for them, let's just have a look at what land we own. So yeah, the map looks a little bit funny because it's not really all loaded up just yet, but... So we have all cultivated fields. I suppose we could go around with the cultivator on 121. I'm not sure if Darren's waiting there at all. Or maybe he was with the auger, because I think that's what they do in America, is I think they use the auger and then they pop it into the to the truck. So I'll probably just put this back. Okay, so Mighty Mite says he's almost full, so let's see if we can hop on over. Can we hop on into the auger? Yep. Here we go. That's the first time I've ever played on this map as well, actually, as well. So hopefully everything kind of goes to plan. So what were they harvesting? Oh, hops. Interesting. I've never done hops on a field before. There we go. All the John Deeres together. It looks like you harvest hops with a normal corn header as well. And I wonder what the capacity of these combines are. He's nearly empty. We're probably 20,000 litres. And it looks like we've got another field in front of us to harvest as well. And what we can do with this auger afterwards, this wagon, is that we can... Well, 23,000, that was quite a big capacity. So we can go over to the trailer and we can empty what we have in here. And we should be able to empty what we have in here. We can pop that straight into the trailer just here, into the semi. And I think these belly dumps, they will hold 30,000 each side, if I remember. It's a little bit beastly, this tractor. I've never used tracks on a tractor before. This is all very new to me as well. So I'm kind of wondering what the guys are thinking when I'm driving around like a headless chicken. I've absolutely no idea what I'm doing. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, the purpose of the auger wagon is to cart grain from the field to a semi at the edge of the field. That's just my basic understanding of how that works. And I suppose that would make sense as well. And we can see if Mike wants unloading as well. I'm not sure what the yield's like on hops either. Yep, here we go. So he's put his pipe out. If we can try and keep up. See how much more that we get. I'm not sure if the hops are going to be sold or if they're going to be stored. I'm not entirely sure. Doesn't look like we're playing seasons anyway, so... Oops, I'm sorry, Mighty Mike. Now, I will put a link. Now, all of these guys in here, they have excellent channels. I will put the link to their channels in the description below as well. And I think, really, they could probably just load straight into... Oh, lag. They should probably just load straight into the semi, and I will grab a cultivator if we don't already have a fertiliser, which would be probably my preference, but I'm not sure what they're wanting. Okay, here we go. So it looks like they're actually both nearly full. Don't want to drive up Farmer Cop's behind too much. I think maybe if I can get Mike at least a little bit empty, and then I can just take off what Farmer Cop has just so he doesn't have to stop harvesting. There we go. And so what Mike can do now is empty into Farmer Cop, and then Farmer Cop can empty into me. Look at that. Teamwork. This auger wagon takes a decent amount of grain. We're on 35,000 litres already, and it is not full. It's only 3/4 full. So it looks like it's going to be about a 49,000, 50,000 litre capacity maybe. In fact, we can actually probably find out. Where is it in the menu? $50,215. Okay. So this will be our carting wagon. So why don't we head into the semi, and it can all be emptied that way. Here we are. If I could actually get underneath. Well, the front is full. That's probably why it's not emptying. Like I said before, it's 30,000 litres front and back. So we could just leave that there, and that will be ready to empty into the silo shortly. And we'll probably have some grain left over actually, in which case we should actually probably get this one as well. And then once this is lined up, I'll line this up at the edge of the field, and we can actually crack on and get some cultivating done. It's just a little bit of lag. It's making the steer, just getting used to the steering. So we'll just leave that there, so they can actually, the guys can come round and they can just fill up in there. Never used this before. Really overkill for the field that we're going to use it for, but you know what? I don't really care. This is all supposed to be a little bit of fun. It is for charity in the end, actually. So yeah. Oops. Let's cultivate. Let's see how wide this thing goes. This is completely overkill. It's so far out of my comfort zone, this. And it's just getting used to the articulation as well of these tractors is madness. So we'll crack on with this for a bit, and then we'll see what everyone needs doing afterwards. Now I'm probably going to clip the edge of this field here as well, so, but that doesn't matter because they are both owned. Yeah, just caught the edge bit there, but that's okay. Like I said, these are the largest, this is the largest cultivator I've ever used. And I don't want to hit Mike either, so let's try and get as close to that corner as possible. Oh, okay, so Binks is saying this field needs ploughing. This one that I'm on? Where is he? Let's just complete one lap, though, at least. I see, he's got it. Okay, well, we'll just leave him to it then, if he says so. I don't want to run him over. Or her, should I say? Okay, so they're in that and they're getting it ploughed. I guess they're just using the standard in-game ones. That's fine. It does need ploughing, and so does the other one as well, to be honest. But what have we got? Ready to harvest. Okay. So we've got a few here that are ready to harvest. And so what we've got sunflowers, canola, and another sunflowers. These are interesting. TMR. What's this one? Is that just a normal silo? I've never seen anything like it. Okay, so the guys actually just filled that. So what we'll do is we will empty into this one as well. Oh, if if Farmer Cop doesn't want to destroy everything. There we go, same as me actually. Maybe just a little, we'll blame it on the lag. It's easy to blame it on the lag. I think we're probably just at the capacity now. Is any more going to come out? Just a little tiny bit. That's it. So we've got 2 full trucks now. So does our... where's our silo? Shall we see if we... wrong one. Let's see if we can put the hops into the silo. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I assume that this is our silo, that second one over there. Not the TMR one, but this one. Does it show up? Yeah, it shows up on the map, so... I just have no idea how to use it. Maybe I just dump here onto the belt. Do I have to turn the belt on? Well, we'll find out. How do you use these? Let's have a look. TMR silo. Where's our normal silo? Oh, farm silos across there. Okay, maybe that's just for show then. Aha, here we go. Big silo. How could I miss that? Let's go dump into here. Or let's see. Who's offering the best price for hops? Oh, crikey. Look at these little pictures. Aha, hops. Oldie. Where's Oldie? Okay, not too far from here. We might as well go and sell it then. Change of plan. They seem to be offering a good price. Right, I think we can get to it this way. Where's our beam? Our beam is right here. Now the internet's behaving itself today, which is good, because last time I joined Farmer Cop, the internet was awful. And it actually kicked me out, so let's have a look. Oh, okay. Maybe Aldi wants to... there we go. Aha. Empty in the back. And then what I can do is I can tip the front afterwards. So what do we get for 30,000 there? We must have made 50,000 and 34,000. It's a little bit ambitious, wasn't it? Right, we can untag this place now because we don't need the beam there. Not that we need any money. I mean, take a look at the state of the finances, but it's always nice. It's always nice to have a bit of harvest income so that the hard work pays off. Now, where's everybody got to? Let's have a look where everybody is. Okay, so Mighty Mike and Farmer Cop have started on 119 now, which is another hops field. So what we could do is we could take this over to that field, and then we've got the rest of the other hops to sell. I probably think that the price has tanked though, hasn't it? It more than likely has. So if we park this just here, once they get their headlands done, they can empty into this. I'll tell you what we'll do now is we'll just, rather than sell that hops, we'll spread some fertiliser. We'll spread some fertiliser on the field that the Farmer Cop and Mighty Mike have just done, 118. So it's been a long time since I've used one of these, but here we go. This really shouldn't take too long at all. As far as I'm aware, yep, 15 miles an hour. And I love that little animation behind the wheels as well. It gets me every time. Now I think they've gone round the field the wrong way because I put that truck there and their augers come out on the other side, so I don't know if they want to perhaps turn around. I'm not too sure. I did pop it there so that they could unload into it, but they've they've decided to go the other way. Aha, I see one of them. I can't tell who it is just now, but I see one of them has actually worked out that I put the semi there for them to unload into. Very good. I think we're probably just going to go on a fertilising spree now as well. Once there be enough of the fields done, I might even just go and fertilise that field that Binks is actually ploughing. I think it'd be worth it. Not sure how much they've got done. I'll tell you what, we'll start from the other side. We'll fold this up. They're doing quite a good job. It looks like they've done a little bit of a headland. Doesn't look like they're quite done enough though, so I'll just pop this here for now. Mustn't forget which Rubicon is for which. That wasn't ours. Oops. Let's see, is hops still a good price? Yeah, we can take the hops to sell. Seeing as we've got 60,000 litres. The guys on the hill over there are getting their harvesting done. It seems like we've started with quite a lot of fields actually. It's pretty decent. Let's do a big U-turn. Don't really want to drive over the field if I can help it. I just drive across the interstate like that because that's how I roll. I didn't even look left or right. And there's been, I was saying this the other day and I was talking to my other half about it. It was a long time since we've been in the US. Long overdue. In fact, it's probably almost 20 years since I've been into the US. So next year, I think we are maybe planning a little trip. Okay, so we're still getting decent money. Let's do the back as well. There we go. We've gone up to 23 million now. I'm quite proud of myself for that. Now I need to ask Binks, but I think you can still donate. I'm going to put the donation, the Facebook donation, down in the description below. I'm actually just currently copying it to my content on Discord. So if you'd like to join in the community on my Discord, definitely do that. And I think there might be some others that are coming on later. We'll have to just wait and see. But we're going to do a good few hours on here anyway, just to begin with. Excuse me. And there's just like barriers everywhere. I think Binks has kind of, it looks like he's abandoned this a little bit. He's not really got much done since the last time I saw him. Never mind. I hope these guys haven't filled. Shall we see if they filled this semi? Because they seem to be loading and unloading. That's maybe what the issue was. If they fill up, and then they've got ours now as well. Let's get that away. Yeah, that's full. So let's move that out of the way. That's right, I've adopted this role. Right, so I'll tell you what we'll do is if they need the truck next to the sunflowers, I'm going to go and sell this as well, and then we can drive back and pop this next to their field. Chief Carter the First, thank you very much, FC. Unless I don't want to cart anymore. I'm okay with I'm okay with carting. I'm absolutely fine with carting. Let's reply to FC. Is noble enough. Let's put that. I think this is our third load. So we've had like about 180,000 litres of hops just now, so that's 6 loads. Yeah, and so you should be saluting me. The ladies are always the organising. Where would you be without the carters, eh? Let me just put here, maybe a curtsy would be fine. Now, I'm not sure which sunflower fields they're heading to next, but if they were already at the top there, I think they might already be started. Let's have a look. I can't... Okay, so 120. Let's head on over there. That would make sense to not come all the way down here. Can we get to 120 over here? I'm not sure about what this sort of enclosure thing is here. Is it to do with animals? Well, we'll just head on all the way around it. We join up to the main road here. Now there is a lot of weeds here. The yield on this is going to be quite poor. Let's have a look. Farmer Cop's hardly even full. Let's leave this over here. And then what we can do is we can leave it there for them to just dump as and when they need it. I think there's going to be some good stuff happening on here. I think it'll probably happen after I leave though, because I'll be shooting off soon, so I reckon it's probably all going to kick off later on. Oh, just narrowly missed the semi. Now if we can get a bunch of these fields done, at least get the first application on, it's going to help us for when we start sowing again. I think probably they're going to get all of the sunflowers that they harvest. I don't even think they'll need to empty it into this truck. I can't even see anything in it right now. There were so many weeds, and I don't think that was a fertilised field either. And I love this Rubicon, so the reach on this is brilliant. It goes fast. Oh, sinking. So we have to do this every time that somebody joins the server. I feel like the map has kind of sorted itself out a little bit just for now. It doesn't seem to be as laggy as it was before, but I think this is a huge map. Absolutely huge map. And yeah, those guys have finished. I don't even think they've emptied. So we'll have to start on that field next. I'm quite happy to do that. See, Binks in the background's already started on the ploughing of this field, so that other one must be finished. And I don't see any reason why. I mean, if this was my playthrough, you couldn't just plough those fields together, maybe. Farmer Cop's away with his header open. Maniac. You see all that dust coming off the back of his combine? It's a man on a mission. There we go, all done. We'll have to see where they've headed now, because we'll have to take that semi over to them. So I kind of want to organise these hops as well, because I feel like just having random bits in auger wagons and what have you is not the way to do it. Someone's left the beacon on. So if we can get this emptied, at least then we've got the wagon here to be freed up for something else if necessary, and I will drive the semi over. I don't think these sunflower fields are very big, so I think they're actually managing to fit a lot into the harvester. Yes, this is the one. See if we can get in the front. That did not go to plan. I think we're just gonna have to kind of spread. Oh, crikey! We're just gonna have to. We're just gonna have to spread it across them. There we go. Everyone's leaving these beacons on, but you know, I suppose I'll have to try and get used to that. Because if I want to get the collector's edition with a nice special beacon, I'm going to have to get used to having the beacon on, which is, to be honest, I overlook it a lot. I might as well make use of it. If I'm going to pay for it, I mean, it's going to have to be used, isn't it? Okay, so now that's empty, I can maybe try and pop these hops into the silo. And again, the engine is still running. I don't know, I can't remember if that was me or not, if I'm being honest. Ah, okay. So we're probably going to have to sell it then. It doesn't look like it's multi-fruit. Does it say that we have? Yeah, no, we don't have a hops. We don't have a hops silo, so we're just going to have to go back to the shop and sell it. There's only one way about it. Oh, they're on to corn now. Right. Okay, well, yes, but let me empty first. Let me just let them know. Emptying hops first, no silo. Okay, cleared. Nice. Price seems to have gone down a little bit. Yeah. Never mind. That's fine. Now let's have a look where they are, because if they've got corn, we can't fill up that truck that has... Oh, this corner. Because if they've got corn, in actual fact, I can cut across here. We can't fill up that truck that has sunflowers because we can't mix the grains. Now, I mean, it's entirely possible that they've only put the grain, well, the seeds, the sunflower seeds in one of the bins. So there's two. There's like two trailers in one here. Entirely possible. But as soon as I'm in this one, I might as well drive over, eh? He is actually quite full as well. I put Chief Carter Carterson the First of Shetland at your service. There we go. And what's Mike doing? Is Mike full? Does he want emptying as well? Doesn't seem to be ready yet. He's quite happy. Oh, we can just turn that off just now. Now this field's definitely going to need ploughing as well. We always have to plough after corn, so... Okay, it looks like Mike needed emptying as well. I was having a little bit of a coughing fit, and he managed to just get himself over to me. And looks like we'll have plenty of corn as well off both of these. These headers are probably the biggest ones, 9 metre headers, I think the biggest ones. So they're absolutely flying through it. Well, let's just see. So they only ended up getting 23,000 litres of sunflower off that field. But you know what? What we can do is, because there's no more sunflower fields around here, let's take them to 122 and 124. And I think everyone will be impressed if we get everything all ready to empty here. I think everyone will be impressed. So let's just have that here. Okay, someone is actually doing some ploughing there. I'm not sure if there's a spare plough for us. What's this? This ploughing just never seems to be getting done. Let's just carry on with this. I don't think this tractor doesn't feel like it's handling it very well, to be honest. We are skidding a little bit. It's probably just on its tracks. So we probably actually should have just gone around the outside first. Or at least left a gap for us to go around the outside first. Now I'm missing a load. No wonder they didn't bother with with doing this ploughing. I'll do this one strip and then I think we'll call it a day. I think everyone's kind of got everything under control. So I'll leave a little headland for us to be getting on with. And I think what we'll do is we'll call it a day. It'd be interesting to see who comes on later. And I will keep an eye out. And I hope everyone goes and just donates what they can to the charity, because it's a really meaningful charity, and I think everyone who's watching this has at least been touched by the fact that someone that they know or has themselves got a mental illness. So definitely give what you can. Give what you can to the charity. It's really worthwhile. I'll finish this strip and I'm going to head off. I don't want to take this job away from BINKS too much. So if you've enjoyed the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Check out the YouTubers that have been featured on the video below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheerio.